It's my second take on this video because the audio fucked up on the first. How come every time I do something in relation to Cecil, things go fucking haywire? It's like it's a cursed subject. But anyway, way back 4 years ago, a channel called Grappler6 had done this video. An order of magnitude showed it to us from his channel. And, you know, way back then when this video came out, we were saying, this is the end. This is, you know, Cecil's fucked. Now this is sort of the meat and the potatoes of the whole Cecil thing. It's a bit sort of like what Random News is doing now, but Random News kind of goes into further details and commentary and stuff like that. And, you know, Random News, the way he presents stuff, really, you know, shows the contradictions and all this kind of stuff. But this is the meat and potatoes. And when this video came out, we were going, Cecil's fucked. He's done here. There's nothing he can come back from this one. Yes, fast forward 4 years, he's still saying that the video was edited. In this particular video, we're going to show you that the confession video was the initial confession. And what happened was he thought he was going to get some sympathy and stuff, and it didn't happen. It went pear-shaped on him. People started calling him out and stuff, and calling him all sorts of names and stuff. And he got angry, and he made follow-up videos backing up his train of thought in the confession video. And, you know, this is the result, basically. So let's get into it, folks.
You people, I have never got on here and confessed to doing anything to anybody.
Is that a fact? Well, we'll see about that.
You guys are some sick pieces of shit.
When I was 15, 16, and 17, I lived with my aunt. My mom's cousin, actually, but I consider her my aunt.
I know this off by heart at this point.
She had two daughters who I would babysit, who was like 5 or 6 years younger than me and my brothers and sisters. We all know how kids are when they're young and underage and they don't have good parenting and they're not watched all the time. And technically, they're not even my mom's cousins, so we're not even blood related.
Oh. So we all know how kids are when they're 8 and 10, when they haven't got good parents. They run into the kitchen and they steal cookies out of the, you know, kitchen cupboards and stuff. And they run outside and they ride their bicycles up and down the street, and yeah, those kinds. Are we talking about those kinds of things, Cecil? Or your kind of things? I think he's talking about his kind of things, which is out of the realms of normality for most of us, if you know what I'm saying.
15, 16, 17-year-old boy, and there's younger girls, 10 or 11, or even younger, are trying to do stuff to you, a young boy, a young, neglected, molested boy who was not loved growing up. What the hell are you going to do?
We're not going to do what you did. You see, there he was trying to downplay that he was abused and neglected. And we can say he was abused and neglected. But he wasn't a little boy. He was 15, 16 and 17. And he was doing these things for years. And he mentioned that. He neglected to mention it afterwards, like.
You said you called them two little sexy girls.
Well, he said there were two little hot girls. Kind of the same thing.
What? That's definitely got to be a lie. No, look. They were sexually active. I said.
Hetty's mad. and Cecil's trying to dig, and he doesn't know how to use a shovel. Let's hear him trip him over himself.
How would you like it? I said most guys, and see, hold on. I do know what I said. I said most guys that would have been 16 years old would have took advantage of those girls because those girls was not unattractive little girls.
Oh, Cecil, I think you were sleeping on the couch that night, weren't you? She's not happy.
I didn't say that they were sexy. Those girls are not ugly. But I wasn't talking about them as being sexy.
Well, he says, what are you going to do when there's two little hot girls that you think is hot at the time? And you were 15, 16, 17. You were a little boy, weren't you, Cecil? No, you weren't.
What are you going to do when there's two little hot girls you feel as hot at the time?
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Cecil, way back when this video came out, we said, you see, you're fucked. And technically you are, because any reaction we do nowadays is basically only fluff. We could walk away right now, and you always will have a reputation for doing these things to those little girls. And you can argue all you want, but this is all people see when it comes to you. These are the things that people associate with you. Not your rap music, not your paranormal shit. These videos. Not one video, but many videos. So, is that the way you want to live your life? You know, you're going to live your life with everybody on the internet calling you out for the rest of your life. Is that what you want to do? That's your flipping choice. You know? And you continue standing in your kitchen ranting and raving and calling us liars and stuff when this all came out of your mouth. You blamed people for editing the original confession video, but you failed to realise that there's other videos backing up this video. We didn't edit them all, Cecil. We didn't even edit the confession video. We're going to hear, at one point, the dog barking in the background of the original confession video. In along with the dog barking, there's traffic outside. If it was chopped up, the traffic noises would be chopped up. It wasn't.
You know? Well, let me just say, at the time, these girls were not ugly little girls.
You really put your foot in your mouth there, didn't you? You know, but you speak your mind. Which got you into trouble.
How would you like it if you was a little boy who was not loved by your parents?
No, don't downplay it, Cecil. You were 15, 16 and 17 and they were 8 and 10. 8 or 10 or 11 or even younger.
And you had two girls trying to do things with you
You're really struggling here, aren't you?
every time no grown-up was around.
Did you hear him kind of struggling through that? You know, he's trying to worm his way out of it and he just made a complete mess of that.
Me, her, and her sister was doing shit behind our parents' back because we were rebelling preteens. Not with each other. Not
Hetty, shut the fuck up. You weren't there, okay? So, anything you say is fucking irrelevant. So shut your fucking mouth.
with each other. I said we were doing shit behind our parents' back. I was not talking about sexual shit.
No. You said you didn't do anything you didn't want me to do. You told me to do it. That's what you said.
We wasn't doing sexual shit.
Well, we were doing shit behind our parents' back. We were doing sexual shit. And
Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear. And you call us liars. Cecil, you're fucked. You were fucked 4 years ago. You're still fucked now. Fucking hell.
Them girls approached me with this shit. I feel
Did you hear the dog barking?
like them girls were molested because they were approaching me and my brother Joey with it, like messing with us. Well, we were babysitting them because we were preteens. We wasn't 18. We were all underage, to be technical with you guys. So when my so-called sister seen me so-called molest her in her sleep and while we were asleep is a lie, because like I told you, me and those girls and my brother and her sister were all, we knew we was not related, and we were all doing sexual shit when behind our parents' backs.
If you have a pair of headphones in, or if you haven't got a pair of headphones in, you might want to put them on and reverse back to the beginning when he actually started saying that. He had a background sound effect naturally from some dog on the street who was barking right through that, along with some traffic noise. Some of it I could hear naturally, some of it I couldn't. So when I heard it the first time with a pair of headphones in, because I do EVP sort of analysis and stuff, I thought, let's look deeper into that. So I took the video, put it into my software, got the audio, separated the audio from the video, then ramped up the gain 100%. So the gain was double than what it was, and you could hear everything. And if the video was chopped up, you would hear chops in the traffic noise and the dog barking and stuff. And that didn't happen. And that basically fucked him. You know, that was his flipping, you know, the video was edited out the fucking window. He was fucked. Because he didn't take that into you know, he didn't take that into consideration when he claimed that the video was edited. You know, he didn't, you know, he was a paranormal channel, so paranormal people that don't know any better would be drawn to his channel. But the thing is, people like myself and other people that do analysis on EVPs, you know, we go through layers. And the main two layers that I work with basically is his vocal layer where he's talking, and the background layer, which is the traffic and the dog barking like fuck. See, if the video was chopped up, his vocal layer was chopped up, and he was made to say things that he didn't say, there would be chip chops. There'd be inconsistencies with the traffic outside, if you know what I'm saying. That didn't happen. So you fucked.
And when I got busted doing things with her sexually that us as underage kids were allowing each other to do one night.
You keep forgetting to mention that. See, so go on.
My sister, who didn't know any better, thought I was violating her, which it wasn't the case. I wasn't doing anything she didn't want me to do. She told me to do it.
Oh dear. Now that is in the original confession line. The one that he claims that we edited, even though the background is completely intact, which is completely impossible. Way back then, when that video came out, that kind of technology of removing the background, chopping up his vocal layer and putting back in the background, a lot of trouble for fucking Cecil. Who the fuck is going to spend that time? Do you know?
So my sister was going around saying I was a child molester, even though I was a child anyways, and she didn't know that me and the girl were actually willingly doing shit with each other for years.
Willingly doing things with each other for years. See, the thing is, Cecil, you were the babysitter. So you were the kid's guardian while you were under the category of babysitter, which meant you were supposed to protect them, not do naughty things. And you were 15, 16, 17, babysitter or not. And 10 or 11-year-olds, or even younger, that's not good, Cecil. You thought it was okay because, you know, you were a neglected, abused boy and all this other shit, like. You thought you were going to get sympathy, and when you didn't, and you got people calling you out, you backed up all of this video with other fucking videos, which we just showed you.
Because we're not related, and we were rebelling against our parents.
When he says we're not related, that kind of sort of, to him, makes it kind of okay. Do you know what I mean? Why would you come up with shit like that?
Why is it that none of my families came public and said that I was a child molester and not to listen to my music?
Cecil, I think you failed to understand what a child molester is. When you're 15, 16 and 17 and you do things to 10 or 11-year-old or even younger, that's what that is. Maybe you didn't know what that was at the time, but, you know, fuck's sake, Cecil. Mother of God.
Rosie.
Oh. Here's the so-called sister, which he likes to throw under the bus every so often. And when it suits him, I'm Rosie's best brother and I'm their kid's godfather and all this shit. And then when it suits him, she's my so-called sister and doesn't mind throwing out her personal information, which he does in this video.
Do you think I'm a child molester?
Yes. Oh, you're asking Rosie, okay.
No, I think it's something that you did.
That was something that was something you did. Don't be recording me.
Don't be recording me.
I just wanted to know what you thought.
Well, that's what she thought. So that was something that you did, which means that she says that you did it, but you haven't done anything since then. Not what you think it means, Cecil, which you're going to try and tell us in a minute.
You know,
Yeah.
child molesters...
Since then.
Huh?
You haven't done that since then.
Rosie don't think I did anything since then.
That's what she said. She said, don't think he done anything since then. But in the beginning, she says that was something you did. No, that he asked, Cecil, or Rosie, am I child molester? No, that was something you did. Don't be recording me. So she's already said that he did do it.
That doesn't mean that I did anything.
No, Cecil, you're completely stupid. What did she say in the beginning of the phone call? And I can't believe you're this stupid to pick up the phone and unexpectedly ring your sister that she is not aware that you're flipping live. Well, she kind of was aware because you spent a lot of time on live stream talking shit. So she kind of expected that you were live stream by your tone of voice, probably. But you done it live and you got fucking exposed. And what she says in the beginning was, no, that was something you did. That means she says that you did do it.
I could have been sleepwalking if she said she saw something. Me and Hetty already addressed that.
Yes, you and Hetty made up this plan. This is the way to get out of this. Pretend you have a sleep disorder. Even though the video was edited, which doesn't make any fucking sense, Cecil. You think people are fucking stupid. Why would you need this backup plan of, oh, Cecil has a sleeping disorder and he does fucked up on things in his sleep, while his daughter doesn't have a door on her room? Do you know?
You know, I do shit in my sleep.
Yeah, that was completely concocted between him and Hetty. Hetty probably came up with that fucking plan, but she's slightly more intelligent than Cecil. Just a bit.
Everybody in that house was over-sexualized. My sister Rosie was. She had friends, and they all had Mexicans on the floor with them. When I walked in the house one day, she was selling her ass for money.
You put out your sister's personal information. If I was your sister, I would flippin' hate your guts. I would not speak to you again. You had no right to put out personal information on your sister like that. But you don't mind throwing her under the bus because it suits you. That's the type of person you are, Cecil, and that's probably not going to change. Do you know?
The Mexicans. Okay? Those girls had their own boyfriends and stuff. They would have sex. I had my girlfriends, and we would have sex. I'm sick.
Mic drop. I mean, 4 years ago, this was a mic drop. Do you know? No different nowadays, except for Cecil has, added on to the excuses. Videos edited, he was sleepwalking, and a list of other things that I just don't remember at this moment in time. But any of those excuses, if you put all them excuses together, it just doesn't make sense. Why would you have so many excuses for one video and then say that the video was edited? If the video was edited, you wouldn't need any of these excuses. But Cecil fails to realise that one video is not what this is about. It's about multiple videos, and this is an example of that. Do you know? And this is the kind of stuff that Random News deals with when it comes to Cecil. And he paints a very good picture by putting these clips together and the contradictions and stuff. So, Random News is doing great work. Order of Magnitude has catalogued a lot of the stuff that's no longer available on Cecil's channel, and it goes back 4 years or longer. So, I'll leave a link to Order of Magnitude's channel at the end of this video, and his playlist and stuff. And shout out to Grappler6 for making that video. Do you know? Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll talk to you soon.